Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. Time for another episode of All You Can Eat Chelsea. It's a very subdued mood. I've had people swearing in my WhatsApp messages. I've had people crying. I've had people, well, I've seen George even tweet Elon Musk. I've seen Conor McGregor putting up tweets as well. It's just, next is going to be Donald Trump. There is no where to go from here other than to say, Miz, how are you doing?
It's been a roller coaster sort of ride, man. We barely got over the whole Liverpool Chelsea situation, and then boom, the whole Roman thing. But I could see it coming. I mean, the way it was moving, I just didn't expect it so quick. But I was saying it to my viewers that it's coming because he's now being forced. So it's here, and now the reality has hit so heavily, and it's just uncertainty all over my head. So that's how I feel, man. That's how I feel.
It's such a weird one because the statement came out on Saturday, and I was like, that's nothing. It's not even breaking news. He's just doing what he's doing anyway, which is not doing much day to day because he's not really involved, but he's just making it official. But here we are. I mean, Younes, how are you doing, sir?
Yeah, man. It's crazy time. I was talking backstage, but being a Chelsea fan is it's Heart Attack FC on the pitch, and now it's Heart Attack FC off the pitch. It's a soap opera. It's never a boring day. It's up and down. It's a roller coaster. Here we are. I agree with Miz. This was coming. But just like Miz said, I didn't see it this quick. I thought maybe we'd hold out. The whole statement that came out on Saturday about the trustees and all of that. Well, now I think we know a little bit of info of not everyone was on board. It's not everyone that accepted that. So
I think legally wasn't allowed as well in UK. Apparently, a charitable organization cannot run a football club.
Well, the British government have basically come at every single avenue possible to make this the inevitable. So yeah, it's crazy. 19 years, all of a sudden it's just going to end like this. That's what hurts. I didn't expect it to end like this. We knew it was going to end someday, but not like this. And it's all so sudden, and it's out the back door, and it's see you later gone, and it's it shouldn't have happened like this, man. But here we are.
A lot of our legends seem to leave through the back door. It's very
it's crazy, isn't it?
It's very unfortunate, honestly. We ain't even gonna do no wave goodbye, no big speech at the end of the last game or whatever. Just Manchester's gonna pack up his bags and go. It's absolutely very it's very definitive. It's mad. It really is.
Even in the statement when he was like, I hope I can come back to Stamford Bridge one last time to say goodbye. That broke my heart as well, man, because it's not gonna happen. We know it's not going to happen. There's no chance it happens. Unless if he, I don't know, can he get in on a holiday as an Israeli? I don't know. I don't know. Like,
bro, can we get him on a Zoom maybe on Stamford Bridge? Widescreen Zoom call, please.
That might be the only way. That might actually be the only way. Your point about like legends not being really given the goodbye as they should. The one person I didn't expect it to happen would be flipping Roman. I thought there's no chance of that. Exactly. He's the one that's been kicking people out left, right, and center.
Bro,
here we are.
Who's in charge of all these, parties and like, at workplace, when someone leaves, someone's in charge.
I thought he was leading to Morris.
Like, you know what I'm talking about, boys? When you work and someone's leaving, there's a farewell. Like someone looks, like there's a department that looks after the farewell. Do you know what I mean? There's a present. Who looks after that for Chelsea? Like they're not doing a good job. Let's face it.
Have we got a HR department or
have we got a HR department? Is there someone collecting money to buy Roman a gift? Are you collecting? Buy him a card.
If Ross Turnbull's the scouting committee, probably like, I don't know, Jeremy's part of the PR, just sitting there in his desk in his little office in the corner of Stamford Bridge. Fucking working some sort of, I don't know, Dell from back in 05 or something. It's nuts. I mean, you're right. That statement, that I don't ever get moved by written statements because it's usually just, it's usually not really meaning too much, you know. It's just PR
PR.
or whatever.
PR,
You know, I wasn't moved by Rom's apology. I wasn't moved by the Super League statement. I wasn't moved by even the statement of sacking Lampard. I was like, cool, you know, fair enough. It wasn't that deep. Do you know what I'm saying? But in the year and a bit, like I just really alluded to, we've had the sacking of Lampard, we've had the hiring of Tuchel, we've had the Super League, we've had which caused basically, you know, almost riots outside Stamford Bridge. We had the Champions League win, Romelu Lukaku's interview, and Roman departing the club. And I tried to make it clear in my video yesterday. It wasn't because I think a lot of rivals are never going to understand, are they? Because they're not really connected to their owners. So it's fair enough. It's not really just about the money, you know, at all. It really isn't. You know, I said it on my video yesterday. If he had lost half, you know, 75% of his net worth, still would have wanted him in charge, you know, as the owner. I would not have taken him out just because he wasn't balling out. Because we were, to be honest, we were self-sustainable the last few years anyway. You know, we haven't been splashing the cash. It looks like we have because we've sold a lot of players and brought in a lot of money and then splashed from that money. But, you know, we've been balancing the books for years, ever since the Hazard and Oscar sales and the Morata sale all the way to the, you know, the Cobham sale, the Cobham FC sale. So it's a bit mad. And again, even place position. People talk about Chelsea, you know, are going to fall through the floorboards. Newsflash, we've been finishing 4th or 3rd for the last 4 years running. We're not at the pinnacle of English football. We haven't been winning Premier League titles like Man City back to back. In fact, he's actually leaving on the same kind of position that he came in at, you know, when we finished around 3rd, it's double 6 place finishes and 4th. Those were the last 4 finishes, I think, before he came in. So, yeah, I mean, I don't really even know how to even begin this episode, to be honest. I'm still shocked. All I can say to you is I didn't really watch Luton properly. So
Yeah,
Me neither.
So anybody expecting any sort of analysis on the Luton game, I really don't even know what happened. I heard Werner got a goal and assist. I watched the game, but I heard Werner got a goal and 2 assists.
Apparently he's back. He's back now.
Apparently he's back. Let's go get the golden boot for Rom. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's mad, bro.
Two goals conceded. The set piece is what it is. The second goal we conceded for me was just horrendous. But we'll talk about that later on. I mean, what are the do's and first of all, I mean, Miz, what's your tribute? I mean, what's your favorite part of Roman's era? I guess looking back, and what are you going to miss the most? We'll start with that.
As you said, man, he was not an individual that looked at Chelsea Football Club purely for a business sense. In fact, I don't even think he looked at Chelsea as a profitable organization where he's going to increase his net worth with. He really did not look at it that way.
He said it, sorry to interrupt, at the very beginning when he bought the club, his wife at the time spoke, didn't she? And said he's just bought a toy for himself. He wants to have a football club, and it's just, you know, it's not money. It's just he has something to play with.
And you know what? Like, looking back at some of the videos that's been tweeted out in recent times and some of the YouTube videos as well, the man was breathing Chelsea. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, when we are watching football matches and there's an attacking move that's about to happen, you're like, you're on the edge of your seat. Like, I've seen both of you guys with your watch-alongs. Like, you guys are literally on the edge of your seat when something's about to materialize. Or even in a defensive sense, when you think, oh my God, what a save. Do you know what I mean? What a save. So there are videos of Roman in the stadium where he's literally going up and down with the emotions of the game, and he is living it every second of it. You cannot do that if Chelsea's not in your heart. I'm telling you right now. Watch any other matches, both of you guys, or anyone that's watching. Watch any other matches besides Chelsea ones. You will not be going up and down like that emotionally about whether a team scores. You'll be like, oh, wow, yeah, okay, that's a great goal. Screamer, yeah. But do that as soon as Chelsea plays, your whole reaction changes. And this man was feeling like that. And for me, I think that's the most important factor that I'm going to miss the most, is that This guy was an owner that loved Chelsea and only wanted to see Chelsea succeed. It was never, ever about the money. You see some of the other owners in other clubs, you can tell it's about the money. Do you know what I mean? It's never about. In fact, in Arsenal case, it's not. Didn't they come up with the statement earlier this season that there is no aim. Like we don't have a goal for this season. Like this is what you will never hear Roman say. There's no goal for a particular season. So that tells you it's about revenue. It's about money and whatnot. And we're blessed that we had an owner that wanted to see success. And boy, oh boy, did we see success. Did we see success? So, Matisse, in order to answer your question, man, what am I going to miss about Roman? Everything, man. Everything. I'm going to miss everything. I don't want to dwell too much about the person he was outside. That's for you guys all to decide and research and say what you want to say about that. I'm not going to sit here and start accusing of stuff that I don't know clearly about. There is no proper evidence about. I can't comment. But there's corruption everywhere. Everywhere. Right. Even in the Premier League. For example, right? UK government going after Roman. Fine, you did what you did. You strangled, held him, and he submitted, I suppose. He tapped out. UK government, you talk about war, you talk about corruption. You literally ruled across my people. Do you know what I mean? Like in the subcontinent for centuries and centuries and centuries. I live in Australia. It was you guys who came here and abolished the natives. And you now want to talk about war and corruption. It's a bit hypocritical.
All it is them putting pressure. They're just trying to put pressure on Russia without actually doing something themselves. Actually really trying to make a serious difference. It's either gestures with the flag shining on Downing Street, or it's putting pressure by punishing every single Russian citizen, or Russian connect. That's basically what it is. Not saying that he's perfect. He's definitely done things wrong, but there's loads of other owners in the Premier League that have probably done madness as well, but they're not really getting sanctions, so it is double standards and it's the hypocrisy we've come to expect from unfortunately.
But you know what, Matisse, why not? Why aren't they going after the Newcastle owners?
Because
Saudi
consortium, they don't care.
We
they
know
don't
exactly
care, bro.
What they're doing.
They don't care, bro. It's just as simple as that. They just don't care. Do you know what I'm saying? This is the flavor right now. This is what needs to be dealt with right now. They're going to ignore everything else, and that's it. That's as simple as it gets with the UK. It's just a country built on hypocrisy, man. I can't lie to you. It really is.
Yeah, hypocrisy and nowadays just tons of gesture politics. That's all it is. Just gesture politics. Like behind the scenes, things we probably don't know about where they contradict themselves. But in the face of everyone and the public, they have to paint an image, and this is what they do. And here it is.
It's an absolute madness. I mean, well, when I look at it, I think to myself, 1.5 billion, and you're not asking for the loan back. That's insane, man. Bro. There's so many parts of that statement that got me. That right there got me, because then I realized, wow, this guy really is not. He really does care. Like. Yeah. He's obviously gone to the games. He's gone to some of the youth games. He's been part of the celebrations in the early years when we won the first few titles. He was obviously desperate for the Champions League. He was absolutely going crazy for that. I know there's some people who don't really like him because he sacked Lampard, or he sacked this manager that we loved, or he let this legend go too early, or he tried to move us from this stadium. His job as an owner is not to be emotional and just make emotional decisions. That's you as a fan. You can do that. His job as an owner is not to say, oh, Frank Lampard's a legend, but he's not doing his job and he's not getting us potentially in the top four, but we're going to keep him anyway because we love him. His job is not to say, oh, we won the Champions League under Di Matteo, but we're currently sitting in outside the top four and he's not really a top manager, so we're going to just keep going with him. His job is not to, again, as much as we love Stamford Bridge, we do need at some point to look at expanding it, or we do need to move. It's something that's inevitable, people. We love it. We absolutely love Stamford Bridge. And in fact, it's actually funny because the same people complaining about Roman trying to ease us out of there or ease us with an expansion or get planning permission, all these things. Watch when the new owner comes in. Watch. That's their first remit, or is that stadium. If you think the new owner is going to come in, who's got nowhere near, not even close, probably just none, point blank, connection to the club, and is more business savvy, you think he's gonna sit around on this 42,000 stadium? Yeah, absolutely no chance. No chance. And he'll drag us to North London if he has to, like they did with Arsenal from Woolwich. Yeah, they'll take us all the way to fucking Islington. Yeah, find a little patch of land, start building right away. Oh, pitch owners, you don't like it? Don't worry, we won't call the stadium Stamford Bridge. It's called Trafalgar Stadium now, motherfuckers. How about that? Yeah? Yeah?
What's scary is that it's probably true, man.
Do you know what, boys? It's not even the business. I was just actually reading some of the articles, right? Chelsea cannot sustain being at Stamford Bridge because it doesn't even break even. Like 40,000 seats are not even, it's not able to break even the cost. So forget about new owners. It will collapse if we don't move.
Yeah, it's something that has to be done.
He's taken a 1.5 billion loss, bro. He's come to the club and he said, here's 1.5 billion. Here's every single trophy. And here's you going from a team that was around Champions League places and winning some FA Cups to superpower, global institution. And you actually got people out there saying, thank fuck he's gone. Like, what?
This is the
Are
thing.
you losing your mind? Like, what? How ungrateful can you be? I'm sorry. Any opinion can usually run with me. Hell, I'm the one that puts out the controversial Kante tweets. But bro, there's limits to this, bro. There's
taking a piss to a different level.
The thing when you look at the stadium, for example, right, and the fact that when Roman bought the club, right, in 2003, bruv, we were in the mud. Like the whole Save the Bridge campaign, we were on the brink of bankruptcy. We had no Stamford Bridge at that point. Like we were in tatters. And Roman bought the club from Ken Bates, and all of a sudden, it's taken us to where we are now. That whole process was Roman. I managed to save the club, literally save the club. The club needed saving. He saved it. Almost liquidated. Got to where we are now with Stamford Bridge still as it is. Our new owner is going to come in and not have the same circumstances as Roman did. Roman had to come in and save the club. This new guy that's going to come in, or whoever it's going to be, is going to find Chelsea Football Club already established. He's going to come in and be like, new stadium immediately. We need a new stadium. Like, he's not going to have the same mindset Roman did back then. It's going to be like, yeah, we need an 80,000 capacity now because this is Chelsea Football Club. Whereas back then it was, all right, this is Chelsea. We need to save the club first. You know, like it's a complete different mindset. So those that are saying, oh, if anyone is actually happy that Roman's bouncing, they need to think twice. But ultimately, on top of that, the 1.5 billion that he's written off, it's not just that as well. What's crazy, like, yes, he's written off 1.5 billion, as he put in his statement. He doesn't want anything loaned back. Oh, he doesn't want anything repaid. But even when he sells the club, now he's going to sell the club for like what, 3 billion, maybe around there. We can guess, right? If the 1.5 is being written off, no one's got to worry about that. So maybe 2.5, 3 billion, we'd probably accept 3 billion. Let's call it 3. Yeah. In that statement, he said that the net proceeds of that sell are going to go to his charitable foundation that he's setting up, right? On behalf of the club. The net proceeds basically meaning, and I'm sure Miz will have background on this as well, he bought the club for how much in 2003? So like 300 million?
140 maybe, something.
Something around about it. Maybe a bit less, somewhere there. Yeah. That was in 2003. So he's going to take that and what it was worth in 2003, what that's worth now because of inflation. Yeah. He's going to take that money back and the rest. So like what? 300 million back then is probably double now. If I'm talking in terms of inflation, it's probably around
more.
double.
That's
Right.
probably more.
Maybe a little bit
maybe
more.
than double.
If I look in terms of like what was
Fredo.
Yeah, Fredo's always it, innit? Fredo was 10p in 2003. It's like 50p now, yeah? So, look, when you take that and you put it into today's context, he's going to take that money back. We can call that 700 or 800 million tops, right?
Yeah.
The rest, 2-point-something billion, is going to go to a charitable foundation. Like, so this shows it's never about money for him. Never about money for him.
And Younes, charitable foundation that will help
the victims of Ukraine.
The victims of war, specifically to Ukraine.
Mind blown.
And the UK government is putting sanctions on him, claiming he's connected to this war, that is somehow involved with Putin and then triggering this war. Why would he be giving the proceeds to?
It's not so long ago he couldn't even enter the country because he would have probably been killed. Look, I don't want to even get too political, but it's like I've seen some of the people on BBC Sport and the way they're talking about the situation. He's leaving. Why didn't he call it out? Well, he is Russian, so unless you want him to die.
Literally, man. I mean,
you can't always call it out, sir. It's Putin.
and Matisse, not just that it's Putin, boys. He's an oligarch. Like he owns oil. Oil is a commodity in an economy that is so linked with the government because
exactly.
Everyday, day-to-day business is linked to the oil industry. He's obviously going to have conversations with Putin when it comes to economic matters because
any Russian billionaire will. And again, this is not a big defense of Roman and his personality and whatnot. He's definitely done bad things. He's not clean.
Sure.
The 2 points are no billionaire is. So even the American ones, even the English ones, they're probably not clean either. They've probably been a part of things that you would look at if they were dug up and be like, what the fuck? That's the first point. So whoever comes in, don't think that their hands are clean. Don't think all it is just different dirty hands that we don't need to wash these ones because there's no soap left.
You don't get to that level being innocent. It's impossible.
You really don't. And I put it down to a good strong 90 to 99% of billionaires aren't completely clean. I didn't want to go to 400 because I didn't want to get sued. It's true, man. Because obviously, me and my apple juice, such a valuable commodity over here in South London.
It's the oil of South London.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it's just an absolute madness, honestly. But yeah, to write off all that money and everything he's done from building the academy, building the training facilities, didn't quite get to the stadium, but listen, at some point someone will, and they'll probably be a lot more ruthless with it. I'm sure it's going to be a big battle between the Chelsea pitch owners and everybody. But listen, we'll get to that when we come to that. It's going to be a lot of change, and the next bit of change, because before we get to his potential replacements, how he's going to go about it, and all these things, and I'm sure people are very worried about who the next owner is going to be. First of all, it's not going to be done over a few days. It's a multi-billion pound deal. Look how long the Kai Havertz deal got taken to do. Look at the Jules Koundé deal.
But you know what, Matisse? I think he may be forced to do it quick. Because
he probably will be forced to do it quicker.
He has to. Yeah, he has to.
Because he'll be forced to do it quicker than usual, but it won't happen in the next. I still don't think it will happen this week. I think it will go into next week. I think.
I mean, look, whatever the case is, this week, next week, I don't think it'll be months and months because the way it's moving, I think someone in the background from the government, UK government, has literally, I think, had a conversation that if you don't clean this up, we will freeze this immediately. And once it's frozen, well, my man, forget about selling. You are not in control anymore. Don't even worry about selling.
That's the thing.
You're gone.
It's true. That's the thing with the
He's
British
packing
government.
up quick, Younes. He's really packing up quick.
Toothbrush, packed up, everything.
Put everything. Don't miss.
Bro,
iPhone chargers. Don't miss those.
He's running around his house, the last house that he hasn't sold. Yo, can you get the toothbrush? Yeah. Bring that stove. That's expensive, bitch. Get that packed up. Where's the plane? Got the fuel? Come on, let's move it. Everybody move it. Beep, beep. Let's go.
There was already a report yesterday from Germany that Usmanov's super yacht was seized, right?
In Hamburg.
Yep.
I honestly think, especially with Roman and what he's done in this country, going back, including flipping what he done for the NHS, all of that. There was someone on my watch long yesterday that put a very good comment, and I was like, you know what? It's definitely a possibility. If the British government have given Roman behind the scenes some sort of warning, like, look, we're going to give you a window, pack up and get the hell out. Or if you don't, then we will take action, but we're going to give you that space. So he'll be allowed to take everything, bounce, take his money, and see you later. And I think behind the scenes, that's probably what's going on. Because if they have the power, the power now, if they wanted to pass something through Parliament, which they will vote for because everyone is on Ukraine's side on this. So they'll go, sanction him now. They haven't done that. And I think they're allowing him some space.
And not just that, Younes. Not only he's probably got a deadline, but I'm pretty sure these officials that are telling him to hurry up is also saying, by the way, 15% cut for me. Make sure you leave that on the side. Please. What? Make that 20%, motherfucker. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like, seriously. I wouldn't be surprised if that's going on as well.
Yeah, it's a madness, honestly. So you're right. It is a thing where man needs to pack up quickly. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're trespassing at this point. Do you know what I mean? And it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, it's mad. What do we see as like? Oh, let me lead with the way I'm going to lead, and then we'll get into the replacement options. I mean, the next thing I was going to say is don't believe everything you read, because there are some guys that are going to be very vocal and say that they want to buy the club, like Conor McGregor, who have got not a fucking hope in hell in buying the club. They couldn't even afford to buy. They couldn't even afford to buy a fucking chunk of the roof. Yeah, so don't even worry about that. That brother needs to focus on getting the octagon back, not trying to run our club. Do you know what I'm saying? Man's got his priorities. We're all messed up. Clown.
That would be chaos, by the way. Can you imagine Conor McGregor like in the flipping hallway of Stamford Bridge? Like, can you imagine? Oh man, with his proper 12, just fucking down in that during a game.
Giving Kai proper fucking drinking proper 12 with Kai before the game. Kai's like,
carnage.
Fucking can't even think straight now on the football pitch. Gliding like fucking, I don't know.
Can you imagine before the match? It goes, "Are you ready to rumble?"
in the stadium.
He'd probably get wasted, put someone in a headlock. Like,
Bro, I'm telling you, Kai would just be on the pitch like this, like as he is after every trophy celebration, bro. He'd literally just be on the pitch, just flapping about like some sort of Flappy Bird, bro.
Honestly,
stop doing that. By the way,
stop doing
that. You see the carnage.
Pulisic would be doing his little dance,
and he needs to stop doing that as well. These people, man, these footballers, just play football.
Lukaku would be like,
play football.
It's just like, fucking hell,
these guys.
Our attack would be skunked. I've no issues. Thiago Silva would be fine. Do you know what I'm saying? Thiago Silva, Christensen would have a drop, but them attackers would be absolutely lit off their cheeks, fam. It would be.
But if you're not moving like Antonio Rudiger, look how he moves when he dances. You better be dancing like that. That's
true.
Dance.
That's rhythm. That's rhythm.
God, it would be mad.
If Conor took charge, I honestly think he'd be a modern day Mike Ashley.
Probably, yeah.
He'd just
proper 12 would be all over Stamford Bridge. Just like
it'd be the proper 12 stadium.
Yeah, the proper 12. Yeah, 100%.
Easy. Yeah, man, crazy.
What we haven't gotten into is the 25 plus year working relationship, or 24. I think she started working with him in 1999 as a PA. Marina, the most powerful woman in football. She most likely will go too. And that's a massive change in the hierarchy. I've seen Bruce Buck was also potentially linked with leaving as well. So we could potentially have a complete change at the top of the club, from, right from owner to chief negotiator to chief executive, whatever the hell you want to call them. They could all be bouncing. And Marina, as much as she gets stick, she's done a lot right as well. I know she's not been perfect. She's definitely been stingy sometimes, but again, that also goes to the fact that we're trying to be self-sustainable. So she's got to meet certain price points. If we're going to be self-sustainable, then you've got to haggle, unfortunately. So it's not just only her. That's just the way we've decided we want to be run. Just Roman not putting in bags of money like he used to. But she's got a lot of deals done that have benefited us. The Nike deal, 60 million a year. That's a big deal for the club. All these, the Yokohama deal that she did as well, a little presentation she did on her lovely laptop with PowerPoint, Microsoft, absolutely stellar job. You know what I'm saying? The Hazard, Oscar, Morata sales, great business. Obviously, some of the purchases in 2017 aren't great, and some of the haggling for Willian and Batshuayi could have been stopped as well. But listen, at the end of the day, like I say, the grass is not always greener. We don't know who's coming in. So as much as we've complained and we've said, oh, please pick up your act. And the one little positive I can say is that there is going to be change at the top of the club. So maybe, just maybe, it might be good change in terms of getting a sporting director, getting a technical director, getting a little bit more organization up there, get better scouting, build around one man in Tuchel and have a bit more stability, because this hierarchy were obviously known for sacking managers as quickly as the weather changes. So those are the only few positives that I can find and hope for. That I just hope I look back on this and say, as much as this, I was gutted about this was good for Tuchel, because it meant that we went from a sackable, unsustainable model of just like constantly sacking managers and no real plan in terms of recruitment, to now kind of like the Liverpool model with hopefully a little bit more cash. That's the hope, that we go in that direction. Great scouting, from top to bottom. There's a clear philosophy and ethos. There's a clear approach, and I can only hope it goes in that direction. Otherwise, if it doesn't, then we become Man United and
ouch.
And Arsenal. Yeah, we could even become Liverpool,
Spurs.
Yeah, no, I don't think it will be sick. Well, we never. Spurs are just listen. Spurs will always be there. Spurs will always be their own little special club. No one can ever eclipse them. They are just something special entirely. Losing to Middlesbrough the other night, no trophies again. It's unbelievable. I just think I don't think it's Spurs from the surface. I think it's more subsurface stuff with Spurs. It's the cotton fiber of the club.
DNA.
It's the badge. It's the name of the club. It's everything. Every single fiber and being of that club is wrong for success. They need to completely unstitch the badge and just
start a new one.
Start a new one. Like literally just liquidate and go again. Like new name, new stadium, new everything. Turn
the cock into a horse or something.
So put the restart button on.
Yeah, they need a new logo. No more chicken balls. No more chicken royale, battle royale, right back. None of that. Just literally just change everything.
Chicken royale.
Chicken royale.
Spicy chicken battle royale. We was calling them the other day.
Oh my god.
Half fortnight, half badge. Brilliant. But yeah, man. Honestly, Miz, what about Marino? How do you feel about this change? Because we've been calling for a bit of change at the top for a while in terms of I haven't been saying that she should leave, because that would mean Roman would leave. So I've never really asked for her to leave, but I've wanted some sort of movement from her. Maybe she moves to a different role, or she just doesn't get so heavily involved in who we purchase. And I don't know. She just gives us some stability for once.
We've been asking for change, and Roman said, well, here you go.
You got change,
Changed
bitch.
the whole lot. My man,
you want Marina out? You want Marina out? She's out, bro.
We just wanted tiny bit of changes.
I don't know about you guys, but like 2016 or 2017 Younes would be buzzing right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Buzzing. Like, Roman's out, Marina's out. Yes, mate, what we've come to learn with age is mate, yeah, man.
Nah, man, look. All of it right now is speculations. I'm very clouded in my head, very uncertain what's going to happen. Yes, Marina most likely gone. She's probably, unless, look, I'm thinking about from a logical point of view, and I'm sure in your lifetime you probably would have seen, like in my career, I've seen once where the company that I was working for was getting taken over. and there's a whole heap of uncertainties during that time. One thing that does happen very swiftly is certain layers of management they disappear, they get redundant. They seem to fine stream the hierarchical structure, but not everyone goes. So the owner comes in. Owner can't have everyone new, because then how they let us know about Chelsea. If there's no one there to tell us about Chelsea, well, who am I speaking to? The canteen lady? Like, I need someone to tell me about the Chelsea Football Club and show me around a little bit. So I don't think everyone's going to go. I think there'll be key individuals where the owners will say, as soon as they come in, I need you guys to stick around. Like, even if you don't want to stay, can you stay around for X amount of time for X amount of money? Because I just need to get a hold of things and move on. Now, Marina could still be there, but most likely should be like, you know what, Roman's done as well. I'm done as well. We'll move on now. And that's okay. My thing is, these new owners, when they come in, what is their philosophy going to be? Like, because Roman was, I just want to win. I don't care about the money. These new owners, I don't think they're going to have, I can't imagine them saying, just burn the money. I don't care. I just want to win. Like, I'm pretty sure they'll be coming in thinking, no, I want to make sure it's self-sustainable. I've already outlaid 2 billion or so to buy this football club. That's my initial investment. I don't have a whole heap of money to keep chucking into this football club. I need this football club to make its own money now and look after itself. And if that's the case, is what Matisse is saying, we better have, our scouts better be accountable now. Our philosophy of football better be accountable now. Thomas Tuchel needs to be heavily involved in this whole spectrum of things. How we outlay money to who? We can't just be like, we need a striker. There's Lukaku, there's Haaland, there's Harry Kane. Pick one. No, we need Alvarez as well from River Plate. We need options. You can't just be giving us 3 top dogs and expect us to. These owners are not going to be doing that unless they're absolutely certain. Okay, you've done your research. You're saying Erling Haaland at 150 million is going to do the trick. Okay, let's go and get it. It's not going to be where Roman. Okay, you know what? Yeah, Haaland. He's the latest flavor. Yeah, get him. Get him in. Yep, we should be all right. So, man, it's difficult times coming up, man, and maybe it could be good. It may be good for the club, perhaps. That's what I'm going to say.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But it's the unknown, isn't it? It's the unknown is scary because we really don't know what's going to happen with the unknown. It's like, is there any really, Younes, who would, if you could pick anyone, who would you pick, I guess, for this job?
As a new owner.
Yeah, I mean, is there anybody out there that's your preference right now, or is it just kind of like whatever happens at this point?
Well, if we had 3 billion lying about, I'd say us, but we don't. So, I mean, it's hard to pinpoint a certain name, but what I don't want to see is a consortium come in of like 6 or 7 investors. Like, no, I think that will just turn into a mess in the long run. We've had for 19 years, and even prior to that, even with Ken Bates, and you go even further back, there's always been one person, and there's always been one decision and one leader, and that's it. And I stick to that philosophy, and I think that's the best way, because then the buck stops with that person. You know what you're getting, and it's going to be one philosophy, one direction, and everyone is working towards that goal. If you have 6 or 7 investors in the same flipping room, all having shares in the club, and everyone's on an equal playing field, and you have to make a decision who's going to make it. I don't want Chelsea to go in that direction. There's been previous examples of other clubs where that's just flopped, and I don't want that. So I'm worried about the American franchise players, those owners that own sports teams in the States that are. We've seen examples here. It's not even a case of speaking off of just emotion here. We've seen examples of people that come and own clubs here, use that as a tool and as an asset to further their teams over in the States and inject all that profit into the States, and then they go on and win the flipping Super Bowl. Like, I don't want that, right? Yes, Stan Kroenke, I'm talking about him. But what him, FSG, we've had
have they won the Super Bowl, by the way? Did they win the Super Bowl?
Stan Kroenke?
Yeah. Did he?
Yes. He did.
Does this mean he's going to start? Does this mean he's going to start investing in Arsenal?
No, he's going to go for a second one. That's the worry. The Glazers at Man United. Look at the mess over there. Like, I don't want that, right? So, I am hesitant in terms of the setup that Americans have over in their country and the way that sports functions over there, and they're going to bring that mentality over here without understanding the bread and butter of how English football is run. I am scared of commercializing Chelsea, Americanizing Chelsea. I don't want that. So as long as it's honestly, the most important thing, if it's going to be someone who's going to come in, understand the DNA of the club, don't change anything from the get-go, get to understand how everything's working, and then start bringing in new ideas, but have that faith of looking to put Chelsea first before money. Money is obviously going to be an incentive. Money is there and it has to be made, and we're looking to make profit, of course. Any businesses, logically, that would be stupid not to. But you can make money and aim to be successful on the pitch, because that is how you get the club to become better. It's the performances on the pitch that should come first. So, if we get someone that understands that, then cool. But also the mindset, the board's going to change. Everything's going to change. Marina will leave, I'm sure. She's been Roman's right-hand woman for so long. I can't see her trying to get on with a new owner from scratch. I don't think that's going to fly. The one person that's probably safe in all this now is Thomas Tuchel. All the managers that died, let's have it right, died at Chelsea, if we have to use that word. Thomas Tuchel is going to be the one that reaps the rewards now, because I think he is going to have a stable job. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. And just on that consortium, look, I completely understand what you're saying, Younes. Like, when you have that many investors, too many chefs in the kitchen.
Yeah.
But if they come together purely for the investment side of things, and they hire one guy to run the
club, like Newcastle have.
I was just going to say,
yeah. Like,
then I'm okay, because Newcastle got trillions. I think the consortium.
That's the thing.
You know
I think it's different being consortium owned and being consortium funded.
Correct.
Two different things. Like Newcastle, consortium funded. The PIF investment, that's just a fund.
Yeah.
I'm scared of a consortium coming in and actually being the owners. I don't want that. That I don't want.
And I think that 86-year-old Swiss guy, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. Exactly. I think he's coming in with, he specifically said, I'm coming in with another 6. I'm coming in with my squad.
Yeah, that's a consortium looking to own. That's a no. And one of them is the LA Dodgers.
LA Dodgers, yeah.
That's everything
it's
I don't
everything
want
that you're
ownership.
talking about.
No, stay out.
By the way, Younes, they're the front runners as well, apparently.
Are they? Oh, fantastic. Nice. Chelsea will be there.
I think someone
backup answer.
But the thing is, the story is changing so quickly all the time. Yeah. Like something like Radcliffe is now kind of not on the table now. He's kind of like taking a back seat.
He's worth $6 billion apparently. Like, that's 1/3 of his wealth. If he's looking to buy Chelsea, is he okay? More. Someone said he's £6 billion.
I thought it was 16.
His net worth. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking about that Swedish guy, but. I saw something about £6 billion as the network. Let's have a look. What's his name? Radcliffe, was it? Jim Radcliffe?
Jim Radcliffe. He's the only English one that I've seen so far, isn't it? Obviously, we have the 86-year-old Swiss guy, you know.
Yeah, 16 billion net worth as of this year.
16 billion, okay.
Jim Radcliffe. So that's doable. And I think he was at one point a season ticket holder, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So that could work. That's actually something I'd be interested in. Daniel Ek, who obviously owns Spotify, I think his net worth, according to Forbes, is 2.8. So he can go and try and buy Arsenal if he wants. We're not interested.
I think he needs to go to the Championship, to be honest, the way he's
moving. At this rate,
try and come up, try and get promoted.
Best case scenario is if we get like a Middle Eastern owner, because with the Middle Eastern owners,
money is no object.
Money is not money is not the issue, and they're there to just win with hook or crook, like win. That's the objective. Like Tuchel will be like going up to the owners. What's the objective for this? Win everything, every cup, every competition, everywhere you go, win. And that's the attitude that I like about Middle Eastern owners, that they will facilitate you with all the resources, and they're not really there how the balance sheet and the profit and loss are looking at the end of the season. It's how the trophy cabinet is looking every season. So if we get, I'm sure, I can't believe that there isn't any keen Middle Eastern owners out there that are not looking to get Chelsea.
There probably is, Miz. It's just probably not public. You know, it's probably not public. I think it's weird because a lot of the guys that are coming forward are obviously making it vocal, but I think Roman's always wanted to do his business in private, and I think there's definitely people that are privately just. If there's this many people saying it publicly, then there's definitely people saying privately as well. We're interested. So we just have to just wait and see what happens. I hope it seems like he's going to hand it off to someone, hopefully that is right for the club. Hopefully they're really ambitious as well. So we just have to put our trust in him that he's going to hand it over to the right person, and that it's not going to go to an American, or it's not, who wants to treat it as a business and kind of just drain us, and kind of like a vampire kind of vibe. Who I really feel sorry for in all this is Tuchel, because the guy can't get no sleep.
No break.
Oh, man.
Brother can't get no rest. If he gets through all of this and he's still out the other side for stability, unbelievable manager. Like, what he's had to deal with in the past 12 months is just crazy. Like, the highs, the lows, everything. Super League questions to ROM questions to owner questions to injuries this season but still winning things. Crazy. It's actually crazy, If he gets through this and he still manages to put together a team and go on to achieve what we should achieve with him, then bloody hell, it's incredible. It really is.
There is one thing I want to mention about a potential buyer, and this name popped up yesterday for me, so I didn't know anything about him up until yesterday. But he is a Chelsea season ticket holder. Lutfi Mansour, he's Egyptian born, but he's part of the Mansour group. Now, I don't know if that's any relation to the Man City lot. I don't think it is. But his company brings in, I think it's like 7 billion in terms of revenue, like each year. Like, this guy's loaded. Apparently so, the Mansour group. But he's a season ticket holder. Apparently, he's getting ready to launch a bid. So we'll wait and see.
When are UK government going to start saying, well, where's his source of income coming from? What does he do?
It's, crazy.
Just mad.
$7.5 billion in annual revenues.
That's unbelievable, man. I mean, I get it. It's revenues, obviously, after,
of course, expenses
and everything and whatnot. Net. They probably still have a net loss. Maybe that's how they don't pay any taxes. But yeah, man, that'd be good. Egyptian owner, why not? Everyone walk like an Egyptian. Oh my god!
What a weird time, eh?
What a weird time, people. I mean, I guess I will pivot to the Luton game slightly, unless there's anything else you guys want me to cover. My brain's frazzled. My brain hasn't really been functioning since Wembley. So, is there anything that I've missed in terms of that you want to cover on the ownership situation?
Only thing I want to say is just we didn't expect it to happen like this.
Yeah.
I always had it in my head, like when Roman would pack up, it would be because there's literally nothing more to do. Like, that's it. He's completed the game. Like, it's finished. And some would say that's the case because we've won the Club World Cup. But
I was going to say,
no, in terms of like really establishing Chelsea as, when you talk about Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Chelsea are in that conversation. We're not. Obviously, we're not. But if we did make it, that's when I thought Roman would go, okay, I've done what I can do. I'll sell. And I thought that maybe be another 10 years or so. The day was going to come. But then I thought, okay, it's going to be a big occasion. It's going to be a massive goodbye. It's going to be, this massive event. And we're just going to get Roman literally taking his flipping iPhone charger and leaving, and that's it. And yeah, it's mad that it's had to end this way. I just hope Chelsea are able to do something when it happens, whether it's next week or the week later or whatever. We can try and do something. And if it's possible for him to be in attendance, if the British government can just have one bit of sincerity and just allow Roman to come to Stamford Bridge once, and then you can take him to Heathrow if you want. I don't care, right? Just let him come to the bridge just one more time, and that's it. That's all we ask. Obviously, I don't think that's going to happen. And yeah, have a proper goodbye.
These things always come full circle, don't they? Like Lampard was kind of like lost the dressing room the same way he would have been part of the dressing rooms that were lost under VS Boas. Roman leaves the same way. Some people will get really angry about the way Ancelotti left in the tunnel, you know. And I always said Ancelotti was one of the harshest sackings, I think, in his tenure. I think it was the most unnecessary. It was the most unnecessary, one of the most harshest sackings he's ever made. I think probably the harshest. All the other ones you can kind of understand to a degree somewhere where things would have gone wrong and just let it happen. It's come full circle because he's leaving in the same harsh manner. He's leaving the same way everyone's left this football club, abruptly, and pick up your toothbrush and get out of here. Make it snappy. He's leaving the Chelsea way. It might not be the way we want, but he's leaving the Chelsea way. He's leaving the Chelsea way. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's so true. It's so true.
He's leaving the Chelsea way. That's the only way I can make myself feel better about the situation is he's leaving the way he would have wanted everybody else to leave. Quickly, get the fuck out.
He's probably going to sack himself. When he's in the office, he's packing up his things. He's like, Roman, you're fired. Yes, I am.
Absolute crackhead.
There's a life lesson to learn from that, though. Do unto others what you would want done unto you. I mean, that's real. That's real shit.
But you know what? On the flip side, 100% harsh what he did to Ancelotti, especially Ancelotti, through the 13 managers or 14. How many did we have? 13,
about a million.
About a million. There you go. I mean, definitely Ancelotti was the harshest. But look at all the things that has happened post Ancelotti as well. So we can sit here and say, "Oh, why'd you do that? Why'd you?" Well, look at the trophies after him as well. Do you know what I mean?
We sacked Ancelotti. Tried to get an AVB, boom, sacked, we won the Champions League.
Yeah.
It took a year and a half since sacking Ancelotti for us to become champions of Europe.
And Younes, let's be honest, at that point, Roman was mad about winning the Champions League. That's all he could think of.
Yeah.
After us losing the first one, he was livid. Yeah. I will change managers every 2 weeks if I have to win me the Champions League. I will change you.
I will change it each knockout round until we get the Champions League. I don't care. If you concede a goal in the knockout round and still win, I'm sacking you because you're not filling me with confidence that you're going to get through the rest of the rounds. I will sack you each phase. Each phase that we collect money from in revenue will be used to pay out your rest of your contract.
I'll have Marina for group stage. Ancelotti for round of 16. I'll have whoever else as we progress until we hit the final. And if you don't win the final, sacked. And maybe even if you do win the final in repetitive states,
still sacked. It's just not straight away. let's have lunch first. Oh my god, it's mad. It's actually mad. But I mean, a game did take place yesterday. Surprisingly,
did it?
Yeah,
wasn't aware.
Surprisingly, apparently I did a watch along for it. I never even knew. Apparently, I did a watch along, bro. I was on Twitch talking to hundreds of people talking about this game. Apparently, I don't know what happened. We beat Luton 3-2, I believe, something like that. Conceded 2 goals, like I said. The goal from Werner, a goal from Saul, a goal from Lukaku. Quite fitting as well that Milan drops a clanger, as I know him and Roman were close friends, so he must have been distraught more than anyone. You know, if anyone was going to drop a clanger, I would have expected a Mason Mount or a Ruben Loftus-Cheek, or if Aspilicueta was playing, it would have been him. Milan this has truly affected me, ladies and gentlemen. This man bought me in for free and put me on 100,000 a week. So no one will buy me now The clubs my level will not buy me. Yeah, that's right. Milan in the chat. We're doing this again, this dance that we do on this show with Milan.
You're going to get hate.
What was his performance like yesterday? It was
you're talking naughty about Milan
wasn't
again.
it? Yeah, I know, it's crazy, but his performance was nuts. That brother was doing the opposite of keeping an offside trap. He was like, we're going to do an onside trap.
Onside trap.
Onside trap. I'm going to trap you onside.
Yeah, we're going to trap you onside. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it look really tight. So Loftus-Cheek's going to step up, and I'm going to make it look really tight. I'm going to take 2 seconds to step up later, but you're still going to be on. So I'm going to now not be able to recover with the pace, and you're also onside.
Yes,
if you're gonna track the runner, stay with the man. Don't try and play him offside. It's too late. Because now you've just it's like a goalkeeper diving early to the wrong side. It's like you've just wasted everybody's time.
Like I can imagine Malang Sarr running over to Tuchel. Like, did you see what I did there? I done the onside trap.
Yeah. No, Milan.
We should play that in training.
Offside trap, not the off. The off. Oh,
sorry, boss. Sorry.
Onside on the other side when Lukaku and Werner are getting offside. You train that over there.
Up until now, I was delaying all my passes so they were ahead of the play. So they had an advantage. Oh my god! I was trying to play them offside. No, Milan onside.
Can someone teach Malaxa on and off, please?
We need.
This reminds me of Zuma.
We have a lot of players that need that.
It reminds me of Zuma at Old Trafford under Lampard. Do you remember? He was just playing everybody onside for fun that day. Jesus Christ.
Oh, the 4-0.
Yeah, the 4-0. Oh my God, Zuma.
That was mad.
That was calamity.
Lord of
mercy. Lampard sacked on day one.
Yeah, he tried to get Lampard sacked on his first day of management.
Sabotaging his career, man.
Roman was just in the tunnel with a hood up, just like, remember what happened to Ancelotti? It's very same. This tunnel. You may not leave this tunnel.
Oh my god.
Oh, it was I guess for the neutral it was entertaining because listen, Luton fans were giving it, saying that we're getting sold in the morning and all this kind of stuff. I heard the away fans for Chelsea were absolutely incredible as well. I have to credit the team for the performance when they came back out in the second half to pull that back because I wasn't interested in the game. I'm sure a lot of them were slightly, dysfunctional in terms of thinking about the game. And to be honest, if we had lost that game or we had not put in a great performance, which we didn't, it would have come to no surprise. I would not have really come the day after saying, oh my God, we got knocked out to Luton. What a shocking performance. Like if we had gone out last night, it's not that I wouldn't have cared, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't mean much when you get news like that, 10 minutes, 15 minutes before kickoff, or around about when the team news comes out, an FA Cup 5th round seems minuscule in comparison. So, but
yeah, Roman could have waited, I appreciate the statement. Like, he could have done it at full time,
The government was so onto him. Drop it now. Drop the here we go now.
I want Chelsea to be knocked out of FA Cup immediately.
Boris on the phone.
We're about to play a game.
Drop the statement now.
This could be official behind the scenes, guys, and we'll announce it tomorrow. Drop it now.
I got a tenner on it to be dropped.
I got a tenner on it. I got 10 mil on you releasing the statement before 8. Drop it now.
Seriously, who thought about that timing, man? Who was part? We don't have someone organizing the farewell. We don't have someone looking at timings for all of these statements.
Yeah, because he's handed it over to the foundation. MAH is just like, fuck. Shit! I'm meant to be managing the women's game in an hour. I'm out here dropping statements. This is why MAH doesn't want the job. The day-to-day running of this football club is in the mud.
It is, man. It is.
I didn't want her to run a whole women's team, drop emails, admin, the fucking tweets for the lineup, everything. It's too much.
I can totally scouts.
I can totally imagine MAH's. I can totally imagine MAH because you know the way that she talks. You've seen her talking like in her interviews and all that. She's probably like, "Are you having a bubble? I ain't doing that. Get out of here."
That would have been filed.
That's proper MAH's.
Are you having a bubble? He's leaving.
Oh man! Before we get a scout, boys, or a director of football, get organizer.
Who's running the
organizer?
club?
Yes, event organizer. Get that. Very important. Statement organizer.
Supporters group just
Yeah,
say,
man.
we'll do it.
Man.
Supporters group just turn up and be like, we'll run the club. I know you didn't ask, but don't worry, we've got it from here, okay? We've got it from here. All right. Yo, Lampard, get your ass over here. We back, baby. Get your ass over here, bitch. You know if he was just gonna let you rot in Merseyside, get your ass back over here. Get your ass back in here.
Oh man.
Yo, Jody, chief executive, get your ass in there.
Oh,
bro. Come on, get
mate,
your
could
ass
you
in there, bro.
imagine?
Oh my god.
That would be carnage.
Buyback on Tomori immediately under effect. We don't have a buyback on Tomori. Immediate.
It's mad, bro.
Oh
It's
god.
mad.
Mason Mount's going to get a flipping 10-year contract.
Player manager maybe. Tuchel's sacked. Mount, you're
Mount
the
is the
captain.
new
Breaking
manager.
news the next day. Thomas
You're
Tuchel
the
sacked.
Oh, man.
NFTs
my
now
God.
run the club. John Terry.
NFTs.
Just see these fucking colourful monkeys
my
just dancing
God.
up and down in Stamford Bridge, just running the day to day. Fuck's sake, man. I swear to God, we'll never see the light of day. Petr Cech, whether he stays on will be very interesting to see as well.
I think
Obviously,
he
he's
does.
up there in the board. Yeah, he could do, yeah. You know,
Yeah.
but the new owners may not care for legends, you know, they may not give a shit. Like, just be like, fuck it, who cares? You know?
They're like,
Yeah,
we'll make our
hopefully-
own legends.
We do need some sort of period of transition, I hope, where a year of somebody sticking around that knows what's been happening for the time before, you know, and we don't just go completely. I don't want to just see, like, I don't know, Donald Trump takes over, then in comes fucking, you know, Lord Sugar as his you know, his chief executive. Why don't we just get everybody from The Apprentice? Get Karen from fucking West Ham as well. Just reel them all in from BBC One. Do you know what I mean? Next thing you know, we don't recognize anybody. Got this fucking all these brothers from The Apprentice over the years running the club.
It would be fitting if Donald Trump were to become owner, though, because his first flipping he'd do a press conference. He'd be like, "It's all about winning,
Yeah.
winning, billions and billions,
Billions and billions and billions. He'd run us into bankruptcy. 100%.
Oh my god.
He knows how to do that. No problem. He'd have the pitch would become a golf course. Yo, Donald, why is there a flag in the middle of the pitch? Why are there holes in the pitch as well? We're playing golf.
It's Chelsea versus Liverpool golf game.
The new Stamford Bridge will become Trump Tower too.
Oh my god! Oh, Trump would be plastered straight across the front. Chelsea Football Club at the front of the stadium, that would be coming off. All them letters would be down. Trump Tower. Imagine.
Oh my god.
You know, the hotel's staying. You know that for sure.
Oh, 100%.
Prices are going up as well.
100%.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm traumatized just thinking.
I swear
about it.
we are all so delirious, man. What
We
can
are,
happen?
aren't we? We've lost
Like,
our minds.
I swear,
today.
we've lost our minds, man. Honestly.
This is a shocking show, by the way.
Nah, it really is. I mean, we literally got no idea. We've got no idea. Oh man.
What is our
It's
football
scary.
club become? It's
happened?
become a
What's
soap
happened?
opera. We don't know what's gonna happen.
Scary times, man.
Could have fucking Floyd
Scary.
Mayweather and Maradona with their little party come around. That little group there. With, I don't know who else, 50 Cent or whatnot.
Maradona's
They
gone,
come
bro.
take over the club. Do you remember that image circulated of Mayweather
Oh,
and
that Maradona dance.
Madonna and all them guys in the same party?
Oh man.
The most depressing
Oh, my
party I've ever
God.
seen. She looks so out. Kanye West and everyone.
Kanye West.
He takes over. Just
Oh,
starts
my
doing
God.
speeches and he just walks onto the pitch, takes away the trophy from Aspilicueta. You don't deserve this. It's Beyonce. Beyonce who deserves the Champions League, not you, Aspi. Beyonce. She was the best this year. She deserves this Champions League.
She was
It
the
was
best this year. She was the best this year.
I respect everything you've done, Aspilicueta, but Beyonce, she put in the best Champions League performance of all time.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh shit!
Chelsea FC, bro.
Our statements will be going up on Instagram.
Oh my
In
days.
capital letters.
Wow.
MAH is just like, you don't need to put that in block capitals, mate.
Oh. It's mad. It's mad. It is mad out here. Wow.
Oh my days.
I'm actually
The
exhausted
possibilities
after
are
this.
endless. The possibilities
I'm
are endless,
exhausted.
people. I'm so excited.
Oh man.
Oh shit. Maybe Boris Johnson and the government just sees it. Boris Bikes. Imagine that's how they get to training. Be fucking brilliant.
Forget
Brilliant
about-
marketing.
Forget about
Unbelievable marketing.
having fights in the fan base about Declan Rice, sure many. Declan Rice, sure many. How about
Newsflash.
no one?
We can't afford it either.
Either.
How
In
about
fact, we can't afford to keep the ones we have. We
how
may
about
have to
John
let
Obi
some
Mikel?
go.
You guys like Johnny B. McHale, don't you? I can imagine the Americans coming in. You guys like Johnny B. McHale, don't you? You've always
John
liked him,
Obi
haven't you?
Mikel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John
Mikel?
Obi
John
Mikel.
Obi.
Yeah. John
Obi-Wan
Wan Kenobi.
Kenobi.
Let's get him in.
Obi-Wan
And he comes.
Kenobi.
You needed a DM. Here he is. John Obi McHale. You love him, don't you? Yeah, you do.
But sir, he's like 44 years old. Hey, you asked for Mikel.
You asked for the man you managed, and here he is. Now you're complaining? It don't make no damn sense, this sport. This soccer game. Y'all wildin'. Y'all tripping, dog. Y'all
I heard
wildin'.
he won the FA Cup in 2006.
Y'all wanted a new striker.
Oh my
Here's Steven
God.
Gerrard.
Oh.
Oh, he's a midfielder. Oh shit. No, he's retired. He's fucking retired. He's the manager of Villa. You can't sign him. Age is just a number. Age is just a number.
Oh my
my
God.
Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank would make him remontada, bro.
Oh my
bro.
God.
Can you imagine? Oh. Our 1 to 11 will be
Outrageous.
looking nuts. You've got Donald Trump
man.
wheeling out Tiger Woods, and you've got, former players up front and whatnot. It would be crazy. Unbelievable.
If it's US owners, but you best believe Pulisic getting a contract extension.
Oh, yes.
He's getting the armband. Are you
He's getting the armband. He's
He's
captain for the US. Why can't he be captain here?
He's actually gonna get a
the best captain I've ever seen.
badge. He'll get a self badge right here in the center of his kid, Captain America. Do you know what I mean? He is the captain. I'm telling you, he's
Goddamn, he's the captain for us. Why can't he be the captain for you? He not good enough? Goddamn, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all ungrateful. That's what y'all are right now. Goddamn.
Matt Miazga is gonna be back.
Matt Miazga, come
Playing
Oh,
Goddamn.
mate.
Center back
Oh,
for
can you
us.
imagine
Silva,
Dest as well?
get out
Transfer
of
target.
here.
Dest. He could play both flanks. Yeah,
Oh my
goddamn. What's wrong with
God.
y'all?
First signing, Dest.
Spoiled.
Oh man.
We're gonna have halftime shows as well.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, halftime. Beyonce.
Yeah,
Kanye
Beyonce.
West.
Yeah,
Beyonce.
Kanye, everybody that didn't make the final process of buying the club, we're gonna give it back to you by letting you do the halftime show. Here you go. There's your reward. Do you know what I'm saying? Sponsored. Everything will be sponsored. Yellow
Oh
card.
my
The
God.
the Toyota yellow cards. For Aspilicueta has just been booked. I'm telling you, it's all
The
coming.
Toyota yellow car.
You know what? I could just imagine the old school Chelsea fans like, at the bridge that have been going for like 40 years with their pucker pie going, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Mate, what the fuck is going on? We used to wear blue, now we're wearing red. Is this card? I'm telling you, they'll try and change the fucking kit. They really-
Nah, if they even
man.
thought of trying to change the colour, nah. Riots.
We're not going to be called Chelsea anymore. How'd you like, what's that? Chicago red flights. How about that? Yeah. I know we're not in Chicago, but this is all funded by Chicago, so fuck you. It was still starting with the letter C.
It's mad. It's mad, man. Oh my God.
Oh, fuck.
This has gone so left.
We are laughing, but I know deep down all of us are scared. We are
I'm
scared.
crying right now.
The names of the show gonna have to change to All You Can Eat Chicago.
What's on the menu? Chicago pizza.
Oh,
That's
I'm
it.
telling
Chicago
you.
pizza.
I do love Chicago pizza. I might be in favor of this.
But Chicago Bulls, baby. Jordan,
Oh.
baby. Jordan's going to be coming
no.
to Stamford Bridge watching the game, man. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, it's
We're gonna have
actually mad. This is
Jordans,
going to be-
Jordan boots, Jordan socks. At halftime, do you know what they do in the basketball? Like halftime, they do all these challenges, like slam dunks and stuff like that. At halftime, you're gonna get to see halfway line shots. You know, if you can dink it in. Do you know what I mean?
From who? Pete, 47 from Petersburg. He's come to the bridge to watch the game. He's gonna come and try to take a penalty or something.
Oh. They need to be. We do need to keep someone for that transition period because they're going to come over and think they can just tear the stadium down. They haven't even asked for planning permission from the neighbours. The district line's fucked. No one can even get to the games now because they've just tore up the track. You can't do that. You can't do that, Bruce. Like, I know you want to make change, but bro, can you ask for planning permission first?
But this is the thing. Like
TFL have not sanctioned this.
we had planning permission, didn't we? Then it ran out because we didn't do anything in time. But yeah, we can't touch the track. You can't touch the residential area. You can't touch everything. Like there's one certain space, and we have to try and fit everything within it, and it's so tight.
Was it
Maybe
that Earl's
build the
Court
stadium
place
underground?
back then? Like that was it Earl's Court place that was sanctioned? That was that was where the new stadium was going to be built.
Twickenham.
Right?
There was going to be Twickenham.
No, there was going to be Battersea Power Station. That became just restaurants.
Yes.
And a tube station.
Now it's fucking Zone 1 on the Northern Line. Pricks.
Now it's Zone 1 on the Northern Line.
Bastards.
But yeah, you've been to Stamford Bridge, like you've seen. It's quite tight. You've got to get everything within that space. If you don't,
you can barely. There's barely any space to get to the fucking museum, let alone expand.
Exactly.
Get into the museum like this.
Yeah, I remember straight off the train, like the underground station. It's narrow, like that's where everyone is going through that passage.
Yeah.
There are there other ways to go with train or not really? That is it. And I think that was a bit of an intention as well because it means you can control the crowd. But fair enough.
That is it. They all come out onto the road, then they turn left. They're in the stadium. So
Maybe if we dig down and we just have like a
that's an idea,
like they have on cars to keep the lighting coming into the stadium, but everything's underground. So the whole stadium can be underground. Obviously, hopefully it doesn't clash.
But we've got Fulham Broadway underneath our ground.
Is it right underneath? Just move a little to the right. I don't know.
But your whole city is actually underneath. Like
so why not create the first underground stadium? Imagine that. It would be an absolute cauldron.
No, because
it's like going into a cave.
What'd be
we
the
can
weather
make it into a cave, guys.
Brazilians do that. So you'll see, like from the outside, some of their stadiums look like they're small, but when you go in, it's like whoa,
it's deep.
We should
walk into the new camp.
We should do it.
Mad.
It wouldn't be boring. It would be unique. It wouldn't look like the toilet bowl in North London. That's just generic. That has a nice NFL flippy pitch and bartenders. It wouldn't be like that. It would be unique cave atmosphere. You have to go down into it. We can make the away dressing rooms. The away dressing rooms can have lava going through them to really put them off. Like, can you imagine? The possibilities are endless. Guys, it's really hot in here, isn't it? Shit. This away dressing room's hot.
We don't need to warm up.
Really
just
put
sit
me
here.
off for the game, guys.
Oh my god,
it's really putting me off for the game. And then obviously, you just got the sunlight at the top of the roof, so you can still get some light in. I'm telling you, it'd be brilliant. I'm telling you, that might be the new way to go, because at least we ain't moving.
It's true. I don't want to move. Like ultimately, I wouldn't want us to move. I like where we are.
Yeah. I'm sure the new owners will have something else to say about that, Younes.
Yeah, probably.
We're going to Portsmouth. London is too expensive. Let's try Essex. Don't complain. I've
become
seen
AFC
Epping,
Chelsea.
Epping Tube Station is just 5 minutes walk. We're still technically near the TFL. Don't fucking complain, all right? We are still in London, bitches, okay? Yes, it's zone 5 or zone 6, but don't tell me this ain't London because there's a train over there.
Oh man, I remember for people that have not gone to London, I remember from zone 1 to zone 5. That's a long ride, man. Like that
They'll
takes
stick
a
us in
good...
fucking Chesham or Asham on the Metropolitan line.
Oh,
Right
man.
out there.
That's a horrible line as well. It takes you into the depths of all the forests.
Yeah.
Like it's
Buckinghamshire.
terrible.
yeah.
Guys,
And-
we're moving to Buckinghamshire, okay? It sounds just as fancy as Kensington, and it's still in London, technically, because there's a train. So I want to hear no complaints, all right? Pack up your shit and go. Come on, let's go. Yo, pitch owners, pick that shit up. Let's go. You're not going to get to call it Stamford Bridge. I wasn't planning on it. Hello to your new sponsors. Extra money for me, motherfucker. You can keep your Stamford Bridge and shove it where the sun don't shine, okay? Stamford Bridge. What is this? There's not even a fucking bridge here. It's a stadium, motherfucker.
Oh man.
It's London
Mad,
Bridge,
man.
Tower Bridge. Get your act together. Get over here.
All of this is such a possibility as well. We're
Oh.
laughing.
Isn't it? Like it's not
So
even like
close.
this is so
Laughing.
far from happening. This could happen.
We are laughing, honestly.
Either one end of the
Roman was
spectrum.
just trying to take us to like Battersea Power Station just down the road, or maybe we'll have to relocate to Twickenham or Wembley for a bit. This brother don't take us out to Buckinghamshire. I'm telling you. I'm going to have new rivals. End up in Manchester. End up in Manny. We are now rivals.
What would
with
be
Man
the
City
local
and
derby
Man
over
United.
there? What would be in
What, Buckinghamshire.
Buckinghamshire?
Flipping, no, I don't even know.
Buckingham MFC.
Who's in
That's the Sunday League
Buckinghamshire?
team. I'm sure there's a Sunday League team over there that we can be rivals with. You've won fuck all. Our fans will get right on board.
It'd be no difference to Tottenham then, right? Like,
You've won no
the same.
Champions League. I promised the father I wouldn't swear as well. I'm sorry, man. I met a father, a great guy at stadium for the Lille game, and he said, "I love your content. Just don't swear, please. My children watch this show." I was like, "All right, I'll do it for you. I've just sworn." But hopefully you haven't got to this point. You know, it's a long show. We're gonna wrap it up now anyway. All right, Miz, let them know where to find you. It's been a brilliant show.
oh man, it's been mad. It's been mad. Almost unfiltered, to be honest. Yeah, the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. That's where you can find me. Whatever.
Oh shit!
Oh man.
Miz is about to start vlogging full time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh damn!
I'm just
MTV, welcome to my crib, bro.
flat.
Younes, let them know where to find you. Younes Talks Football is brilliant branding because you may have to talk about more than just Chelsea if we don't survive this.
Hey, you see, hey,
He was ready.
It was
You
ready.
were ready.
It was ready.
You could see it coming, didn't
There was
you?
there was a
Eunice?
backup in
Dirty
place.
Hey, but listen, all of our branding
Saw it
ain't
all
got
coming.
Chelsea in it. So if the club folds and the club ceases to exist because some bloody owner from Switzerland runs it into the ground because he's 86 and doesn't know what he's doing, then we'll just have to talk about everybody else, I guess. Talk about what we used to do.
I mean, I've got other badges, so it's all right.
All these Chelsea fans, they're going to be supporting Man City tomorrow. Go back to the clubs you used to support before Roman, you plastics.
Eunice knew he's been massaging his channel to be accommodating for other
Oh,
clubs
so
as
that's
well.
why you've been creating content on other clubs. Oh.
But he's talking about PSG the other day. I saw him talking about Kylian Mbappe. I was like,
Chelsea
him saying,
fan's
how
view.
dare you? How dare you talk about other clubs like that? How dare you?
Oh.
I had inside info that this was going to happen.
Suddenly he's covering the Newcastle takeover. Oh, what a
I
coincidence,
mean?
everyone. Oh.
And do you know what, Matisse? It's not even Premier League. He's now looking everywhere.
La Liga.
He's talking about Barcelona.
Barcelona.
He's talking about PSG.
This man is
soon,
fluid.
I'm sure
this
he's
is
gonna
what we
talk about Al
call.
Hilal.
This is
Do you know
what we
I mean?
call real multifaceted.
That's right,
I
multidimensional.
might even do the A League.
Oh my God! Now you're just insulting me, aren't you? You're mocking me now. My days, in my own home ground,
Harry Kewell and Tim Cahill.
Eunice.
Mark Viduka tribute.
Mark Viduka tribute. How I connected with Mark Viduka during his Middlesbrough days, Younes.
Oh man, honestly, Matisse, we better pattern up soon, man.
Yeah,
because Chelsea content ain't going to be so exciting. if we end up coming 8th and 9th on a regular basis,
we'll end up getting more views because everybody will be here to party on our fucking on our downfall. It'll be ridiculous.
That's true.
It turned into Arsenal have already gone through that journey, so.
It's our turn now, Robbie.
I don't know. When's it gonna end?
I'm gonna let him know on Saturday when I see him. It's our turn for the misery, yeah? Pack up. Get out of here. It's our turn for an unsuccessful period.
And leave the toothbrush as well.
You've been milking that shit for too long. All right, get out of here now. It's our turn. Our turn for no Champions League football.
Damn. Newcastle really just took over our place, didn't they? There's
only so much room for the rich clubs.
The timing.
It's a cycle. You can only have so much. You know what? That's what happened in the Premier League. They said, no. Newcastle have just no, not you. No, listen. You've had your time. You've had 19 years, almost 2 decades. It's a circular life, baby. Yeah. Man City, they haven't had it long enough. We're gonna let them continue. They've been around for about 13, 12 years. Newcastle just started. You're out. Get out. Out you go. Out you go. You've had enough. Out you go. That's what this is. This is the circular life. It's no coincidence that as soon as they get taken over, not the cleanest of owners, hey, listen, someone's got to go, motherfuckers. It's going to have to be you.
We'll see who takes over first, as we've already said, though. Imagine we had someone walk in with like
but they've got the Premier League got to pass it, and there's an agenda against us.
That's true.
And Younes,
Saudi owners?
If it's the 86-year-old brother, well, he ain't lasting for 2 days. Do you know what I mean? Like, someone else better get ready to take over.
He's even going to pass his health checks.
Can he pass his medical?
Your blood pressure is a bit higher. We don't even.
Owners need to go through a medical, Matisse. Do owners need to do a medical?
My brother, your blood pressure is very high. I don't think you can run this football club, to be honest. We're actually about to put you on our special package for the NHS.
I mean, does this brother know about Matt Law?
We can't give you Chelsea Football Club, but we can give you free healthcare.
Can you just imagine the statement? Chelsea have been bought by X. 10 minutes later, Chelsea are up for sale.
Because X is no longer.
Unfortunately, X has passed. Who saw that fucking coming?
X disappeared.
Who saw that coming?
We didn't know that could happen to an 86-year-old. Come on. We were picturing years and years of glory.
Long-term success with this man. Into his 90s.
We thought 20-year, 30-year plan. And
MAH is like, are you sure you want to plan for that long? Do you not want to just do a short-term plan instead, mate? Mate, let's do the 90-year plan.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Are you sure?
Oh my God. This has gone.
I'd be careful about that brother doing any sort of press. Like, reserve your energy, man. Like, reserve the last breath. You don't want to deal with the UK journalists.
Matt Law's just like, what do you think of the war?
Oh my God.
My brother, I'm barely putting my false teeth, bro. Can you just leave me alone?
You see the false teeth come out and just trickle down the desk, and the camera's looking at it.
So, what do you think about the Rudiger situation after the big bust-up in training with Kepa for the second time? Oh,
Matt, you have destroyed our owner. We have thought.
When's the new stadium developing? What's happening with the new stadium?
What about the Super League?
He hasn't even pressed send on the email. It's still sitting in drafts. MAH is like, you need to press send. Did you press send? What?
Oh my God.
Are you using Gmail? No, I'm using Yahoo. What
Oh my
Bro, I just hope this brother, if he is buying, that he's alive till he signs the contract. It'd be a shame to sell the club to an owner that's gone.
This might be just a plan by Roman. We're gonna sell it to him. He won't be able to handle it. I'll buy it back in a couple of years.
Buyback clause.
No, he'll put himself in the will.
To a buyback clause in 2023.
Bro,
Roman would put himself in the will. Brother would pass.
Roman, what are you doing? I'm just adding a
plot
few
twist
things
to
on
the
contract.
UK government.
In small print, Roman just adds himself to the will on the buyback if he passes. Just very small print.
Can you imagine Roman popping back
Roman,
like, "What's up, Boris?"
Bro, I'm
Roman,
tracking Roman's
really
plane. It's
appreciate
landing
you.
in Sweden at the moment.
I really appreciate you selling me the club for just $1 billion. That's really generous of you. What's this really small print at the bottom, Roman? At the bottom of the contract. What is this? Don't worry about that, bro. Just sign the fucking contract.
You won't know. You won't be around.
Bro, Roman, the small print is awfully small. What does that say? What does that say at the bottom of the contract? Something about 2023. Yeah, it's just there's nothing. Don't worry about it, man. Just sign it.
It says Chelsea will win the Premier League by 2023.
Yeah. Oh, okay, thank you.
Yes.
Imagine that plot twist from Roman, man.
Roman just walks back in.
Manages.
No. He signs it over to his son. So it's not even Roman. Yeah? Signs it over to his son. Now his son in 2023 sticks on the glasses. Suddenly he owns the club now. Crazy.
Can you imagine the club reveal, like a video that's put out by Chelsea, as like, we do with transfers?
Yeah.
Hashtag Roman back.
Oh, bro, I'd love
Rom
that.
back.
Rom back. We get to reuse the promo as well.
Rom
We're
back.
saving money. Rom back. Oh my God, I can't wait to make that video on All You Can Eat Chelsea.
Oh
Rom
my
back. Breaking
God.
news. Emergency episode. Rom back. Rom back. Give him the number 9 shirt and everything. Just give him everything. Confetti like it's on Ultimate Team when you unrelease a pack or something. Be unbelievable.
Oh my days.
I was wrapping this up 10 minutes ago and we just started busting more jokes.
This is what happens in Matisse's video. Once the video is over, then you get the uncut.
Yeah.
Got the
I
uncut
should have played the
as well.
outro and then we should have just carried on. Yeah. Younes, did you get to plug? Did you get to plug or at all? I don't think
It's here.
Yeah.
Bro, Younes, at this stage, you shouldn't even plug. Just plug us, bro. Whenever we ask you to plug, just plug us.
Hit the subscribe button, innit?
Guys,
Keep up,
make sure you're
Miz.
subscribed. It's been one of our goated shows for sure. In tough times, you can always count on us to lift your spirits. Make sure that you're subscribed to everybody's channels. It's all linked in the description. Big up to the chat. I'm sure you've enjoyed this long show. Make sure you show it some love. Share it, clip it up. If there's any banter that you wanna, share, definitely go and throw it around. Get the show some good views, man. Listen, we
They're
got to
not
save
on
every penny.
stitches.
Every single penny that we earn from this goes towards Chelsea. Okay, we just made 180 grand from getting through to the next round of the cup. We now get to sell more match day tickets. We're now starting a GoFundMe for Chelsea because according to the rivals, we're absolutely finished financially. So listen, we've all got to rally round now. And so go back and watch those ads, those unskippables. Go and watch them again. We need to rally up all the money we can and send it off because we don't know who the new owner is going to be. You know what I'm saying? Could be broke. But yeah, big up your damn selves. See you guys in a bit. Peace, people.